think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
It's great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's gonna be all right.
As far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, that grew up to be men, boys like Bryshere Gray, August Alsina, your own son.
Turns out it wasn't just August Alsina who was in an entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith. According to word on the streets, Bryshere Gray was also allegedly caught up in her web, as well as that of Will Smith's. Sources say that Wendy Williams has all the tea. Well, at least she had it before she was reportedly placed under a guardianship.
Did you see a neurologist
to find out if I'm crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again.
She was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us.
I have no money, and I'm gonna tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
Now, in Hollywood, being placed under a situation like this isn't necessarily as safe as it sounds.
Congratulations. Let's see it, Wendy, let's see it.
Gigantic ring.
Ooh, it's so beautiful. What you gotta say for the camera?
He's out buying, getting stuff. I'm waiting for him to come back.
Investigators allege that the context of this guardianship is similar to what happened to Britney Spears for decades all those years ago.
Well, let's see. I've been in the conservatorship for 13 years. It's a really long time to be in a situation you don't want to be in. So I'm just grateful, honestly, for each day and being able to have the keys to my car and being able to be independent and feel like a woman and owning an ATM card, seeing cash for the first time, being able to buy candles.
And then there's Kanye West too, who exposed that he was placed in the same situation by a man who was allegedly hired to be his handler, Harley Pasternak. Kanye would later go on to submit receipts to back up his claims. Screenshots of conversations where Harley Pasternak allegedly threatened to have him institutionalized and doped up, mentioning that playdate with his family wouldn't be the same again. And now it seems like it's all happening all over again, this time with Wendy Williams. And according to Inside Talk and whispers from the streets, this is happening because Wendy Williams refused to stop exposing Hollywood on her show. She has infamously talked about the Carters, the Kardashians, and every A-lister you can think of, but the one name she always circles back to is the Smiths, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. In one of her episodes, Wendy Williams subtly spilled the tea on Will Smith's relationship with Dwayne Martin, and this was long before the topic became a major headline. In 2013, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Will Smith, and Dwayne Martin took a trip together to Rio de Janeiro for a carnival. During their stay, Will Smith and Dwayne Martin allegedly shared a room together, while Kanye West and Kim stayed in the room above. Photos from that staycation would later go viral, and while Wendy never called any shots directly, she hinted that a little something was going down between Dwayne and Will Smith.
And Will and there's Will's good friend, Dwayne Martin. What'd you say up there? You stop it, lady. Look, here's the thing. Will and Kanye spent studio time together, so maybe they're cutting music. Dwayne's room and Will's room was upstairs, as you can see. And it's not like one big house. It's, I guess condos or something like that. But out of coincidence, and here's Kim and Kanye's downstairs in their room, and there's Dwayne and Will upstairs in their room. Dwayne and Will have been friends for over 20 years. So it is no surprise that the friends are traveling to Brazil and enjoying Carnival also.
Will Smith's former friend, Brother Bilal, would later on spill the same tea about Will Smith and Dwayne Martin. He hopped on Tasha K's show for a long minute and broke down the dynamic between Will and Jada Smith. According to Brother Bilal, Will Smith has allegedly been swinging the other way for a long time, if you know what I mean. And Jada, on the other hand, has allegedly been endorsing it for decades. According to receipts for Will Smith, it started before he became a public figure. In order to land his first major TV appearance on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith allegedly had to do a private audition with Benny Medina and Quincy Jones. For context, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air took Will's career from singing underground trap songs in the dumps to landing major opportunities in motion pictures. So it was a major shift in the trajectory of his life, and it wouldn't have happened without Benny Medina and Quincy Jones. But this wasn't just random coincidence, neither was it fate. According to Brother Bilal, Will was selected because he was willing to give it up.
All right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. It was in there.
When we peel the layers backward, this pattern has been exposed to allegedly repeat itself over and over again across generations in Hollywood. And from the looks of it, Bryshere Gray was just one of the many casualties. Jaguar Wright pointed out that this same pattern happened between Clive Davis and P. Diddy, then between P. Diddy and Usher, who then allegedly signed Justin Bieber to the same fate.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that.
This string of mentorship allegedly continued with Will Smith when he decided to take Bryshere Gray under his wings, and so far, we can see how that turned out. Run-ins with the law, substance dependence, a fall from grace, and something Terrence Howard described as losing your man card.
You know, well, when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Up first tonight, we're following breaking news in the arrest of Bryshere Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight, we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest that ended with his wife flagging down police and telling them the actor had assaulted her for hours inside their Goodyear home.
According to Jaguar Wright, Bryshere's mother sold him out for the mentorship program. With Will Smith, he was allegedly promised a bright future with wealth and fame. But now, according to receipts, the promising Empire star is now reduced to making adult content just to keep a roof over his head. But before all of this happened, sources allege that Bryshere wanted to confess. A few months after his arrest, a phone call was leaked. Bryshere's friend Chosen Wilkins was attempting an intervention. He got on a call with Bryshere, which he eventually made public. On the phone, you can hear Bryshere crying, saying that he wanted to confess, but he was scared of what would happen to him afterwards. Now, Bryshere never exposed anything in that phone call. However, from the way he sounded, fans and close observers came to the conclusion that whatever he was scared to talk about had something to do with his mentorship program with Will Smith.
It was you. Listen, you are not the fault of the things that happened to you, okay? You did not lose any, listen. You did not lose any. Listen, Brian. Listen. Go ahead. You did not lose anything. You had a little trouble, and it happens. Just get back. Learn from it. Do your music. Put your story into your music. Make it 20 times better. I always told you the most. One try. You don't have one. The thing is, if you believe in God, God is the God of second chances. Second chances, not second chances. That means
to fully understand how things got to this point, then it is important to note that Will Smith wasn't allegedly the only person who had a hand in what happened to Bryshere. According to sources close to the situation, Jada also played a major role. Let's backtrack a little bit. Charlie Mack was the first to discover Bryshere Gray. Afterwards, he reportedly handed him over to Will. And for decades, it's become a known fact that Jada controls the relationship dynamic in her marriage. In other words, behind the scenes, reports claim that Jada had a hand in determining Bryshere's decisions, his business deals, his circle, and ultimately the course of his life.
It's great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so.
This is reportedly the same way she sank her claws into August Alsina and created that whole entanglement situation. And afterwards, his career has been nothing to write home about.
With Will and had a conversation. Due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism, he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
The fall from grace, the substance use, run-ins with the law. It's all a pattern. Young stars who get too close to Will and Jada Smith or people in their circle have reportedly always met their downfall. Even Jaden and Willow.
Jaden Smith wants to be emancipated from his famous parents, Will and Jada Smith, so he can buy his own house and live alone. According to reports from all over, the 14-year-old, yes, 14, told his father what he wanted for his 15th birthday, which is right around the corner. He told Big Willie, "Dad, I just want to be emancipated."
I can kiss my son. I can kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
Are you okay? Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Receipts show that both siblings publicly requested to be emancipated from their parents long before they reach legal age. This goes to show just how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to the dynamic between Will and Jada Smith. The majority of people, bloggers, investigators, and victims who have tried to expose this dynamic and the secrets buried within have either been hit with massive lawsuits or just completely gone off the radar. From the looks of it, Wendy Williams flew too close and got burnt. But according to word reaching us, the fight to expose A-listers like Will and Jada is only just beginning. Right now, we would like to know what you think about this whole scenario. Do you think that Wendy could make a comeback given how hard she was hit this time? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button too. Thanks for watching.